Welcome to this week's video blog. I know I haven't done a video blog for some time. That's because very occasionally I have to work for the British government, but I'm back. And this week we're going to talk about some fabulous letters that the guys at the Kazakh-Turkish Lyceum in Kokshetau have sent me. Katel. I'm really looking forward to visiting Kokshetau. Guys, right, what have we got here? Ashat and Mirjan, you both agreed to sing me a song if I visit the school. Boy, that makes me very worried. Mohammed, what a lovely letter. You tell me that you are a very lazy boy. Don't tell your teachers. Okay, Galamshan, you love cooking. Yeah, me too, although to be honest, I prefer eating. What else? Mintimir, really beautiful handwriting. Boy, much better than a lot of my English colleagues can write English, I can tell you that. Yesken, you said your favorite book is Harry Potter. You know what, me too, but don't tell people that because it's supposed to be for children. Okay, what else have we got here? Madia, you asked me all sorts of questions. I'm going to come back to that. Tulushan, you sent me your WhatsApp number. Listen, I'm so old, I actually have to ask Igrim, who's behind the video camera right now, what is WhatsApp? I'm a bit worried about that. Okay, what have we got here? We've got Timerlan, and your favourite football team is Chelsea. I was once caught up in a riot of Chelsea fans, and they're not my favourite. Okay, what else? Ashad Tazbulatov, you promised me that if I come to Katel, you'll give me Katel pizza and Katel toasts. That's making me very worried as well. Listen, all sorts of lovely letters. Thank you so much. I can't answer them all, but we thought we'd answer some of your questions. So let's have a little look here. What's it like to be an ambassador? It's really fun. It's also actually quite hard work, but that's okay. You have to cover lots and lots and lots of issues. You have to be quick to stop doing that, start doing this. You have to know that in great detail. You have to have an overview. You have to do everything always, and that kind of makes it exciting for me. What's your favourite football team? I'm not too great on football, to be honest, but I suppose my favourite team is Arsenal because my last job was in Baku, Azerbaijan, and former captain of Arsenal and captain of England, Tony Adams, was working there to help coach an Azerbaijani team at Gebele, and it was really fascinating hearing his stories about playing football at the very, very highest international level. What's my favourite dish? Shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie, you take kind of like leftover bits of lamb and meat and you mix it all up, and you take stuff that's been at the back of the fridge, like that half-eaten can of baked beans, and you slosh a little bit of wine maybe, and what about some couple of herbs or whatever. You shove it all in the oven, you put mashed potato on top. It's called shepherd's pie. It's basically leftovers. What's my favourite book? Very difficult question. I like all sorts of books. Right now I am reading a history of Bletchley Park, which was the secret spy centre during World War II in southern England. Fascinating. I'm also reading the voyages of a British venturer called Anthony Jenkinson. In 1562, he started the first of 4 voyages from England to parts of Russia, and in that year he actually arrived across the Caspian at Sarayshik and went down to Bukhara. So 453 years later, I'm really finding it fascinating reading what he was saying. But I like other stuff. I've just finished that novel Gone Girl, which is an international bestseller. It's a thriller, basically, murder mystery. I'm trying to remind myself of how to do calculus. I feel kind of embarrassed that I used to be a mathematician. I can't remember now. If you asked me 10 years ago, I would have said my favourite book is Lord of the Rings. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, there you go. What's my favourite music? Jazz. I kind of like really bebop. I love the way they play with rhythms. There's a sort of a mathematical basis that I guess is what I really like there. What's the difference between British and Kazakh mentalities? Oh, that's difficult. We Brits, we come from a really small, crowded island, and you Kazakhs, you are 17 million people in this vast, vast area. I'm forever having to tell my bosses in London, no guys, you can't visit Astana in the morning and then nip off to Baikonur in the afternoon and then drop by Atira all in one day. Sorry, it's too big to do that. So I think it means we have different approaches to life, and it's just lovely when these two different approaches to life mesh. I think one of the great characteristics of Kazakh people is their openness and their clarity, and I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Okay, what's your opinion about Astana and Kazakhstan in general? I really like living in Astana. I'm sure I've just now irritated everybody else in Kazakhstan who doesn't live there. I think it's crazy beautiful weather here. It's just wonderful. It's just started to snow, and I actually really look forward to the winter here. I'll admit that I miss the mountains. You are conscious when you are high up in Astana and you look out and you can see the earth curving, and after a couple of months of this you think, yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of a mountain. But there you go. Actually, I like my Astanam. Right, guys, thank you very much for your invitation. I asked Igrim about Kokshetau and she said it's like Hollywood. It's got an enormous sign, so can't wait to see that. Thanks very much.